Hey, what's up, collectors? I'm Jeff, founder of GoCollect, and I'm here today with Steve from CBCS to chat through some of the amazing stuff that you guys got going on over there. But before we dive in, for anybody that's been living under a rock, Steve, tell me about CBCS and what you guys are up to.
Okay, well, CBCS is a third-party independent comic book grading service that, of course, we hold our books in our holder, crystal clear holder, with a label, the grade, any pertinent information that belongs to the book is on the label. We've been doing this now for about 5 years and making great headway. Working 6 to 7 days a week, we're so busy. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, and those holders are really gorgeous. It's nice to get it's nice to grab one of the books and just have that clear pop on it. So
yeah, that the new holder came out fantastic. We're really happy.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I gotta ask right out of the gate. I'm sorry to bother you about it, but everybody seems to be inundated with slow turnaround times on grading. How's CBCS doing?
We're doing real well, actually. I mean, like I said, I'm working 6, 7 days a week. Everybody's putting in extra time. I think we're at 12 weeks right now for the slowest tiers, but the regular tiers, the 2 day is 2 day, 1 day is 1 day, rapid's 5 days, that and so on. But the slowest tiers are modern and early and cheap vintage.
That's fantastic to hear that those top tiers are getting done and cranked through. That even in the industry right now is just not, across all collectibles, doesn't seem to be the case all the time. So.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. I mean, I don't know what happened in the last year. I think people are stuck at home, extra money from the government, everything's blown up, and certification in all collectibles have really taken off. I mean, it's the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. It makes buying and selling easier. It's just something that's just slowly been growing and growing. At first, when certification first came around, we had to convince people to try to use it.
Well, and like you said, everybody's sitting at home and it makes the online transaction easier. I know as a collector myself, I will look at a book online and go, yeah, that's a 9.4. I'm going to bet the house on it in an auction. And I get it. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably more like a 6. Yeah, that's where you guys are kicking butt and taking names. So it's appreciated from the collector community.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We're hearing everybody saying that, our grading is consistently constant and the turnaround times are good. The holder's great. We just launched the census, as you know. So we have that. And we're working on some projects that I can't talk about because of my competition, of course. Don't want to give them a heads up. It's not worth it.
I hear that. Well, can you tell me about any of the things that you've got working behind the scenes right now?
Well, sure. We have the magazine holder we're working on right now. We should have the prototype in this month. Fantastic. And hopefully, if everything looks good, we can launch it summer.
Oh, that's great.
We have a really good person on staff who knows the horror magazines, the Eerie's, the Creepies, all that stuff, Marvel magazines and everything. So we have an expert on staff right now. That's pretty exciting as well.
Very cool. Will there be any restrictions on what you'll grade or what you won't grade?
Well, I think at first we're going to just start with just comic book magazines and then maybe move on from there. At CBCS, we're really hobby friendly and we want to stay in comics. We don't want to really branch out and dilute what's going on. We really want to make sure that this is the best possible grading and the best possible service you can get.
No, that's admirable. That's nice to know. It's nice to know that there's experts focused on what those experts know. So
yeah, and we don't throw bodies at books either. Like we don't just hire to hire. We hire, but they train for 6 months, 9 months.
Wow.
It's not, that here, comic books, go grade a comic book. They have to learn our standards. They have to learn what the industry expects. We don't hire somebody just off the street that doesn't know comics.
Yeah, that's great. That's it. I'd love to go through your CBCS university training sometime. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, right? That'd be fun.
In addition to grading, just overall about the company, is there anything that you want the collectors to know about?
Well, there's a lot of features that we offer that other people don't offer. We have the verified signature program. So if you have a book that was signed and it wasn't witnessed by anybody or any company, I should say, you can send it in. And we work with BAS hand in hand. They're experts. And so they'll have stuff on file Jack Kirby signatures from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They even have samples of Roz's signature because she was signing for him towards the end.
That's cool.
It's really cool. So we're getting Frazetta signatures in. We've even got Ditko. It's incredible. President Obama, we have. It's crazy.
So are there any restrictions on the signatures with, you know, with the cooperation there that
No restrictions. You can send it in, you know, any signature that's, you know, somebody famous, I would hope. I mean, we're not going to be able to verify somebody named Joe Smith if they don't have anything to do with the comic.
You know, in terms of those signatures, you guys have done unique holders around them to kind of distinguish your signatures, your signature lines. Can you tell me about the holders, the coloring, anything that helps the collectors distinguish?
Oh, it's a yellow label. So this way, you know, it's a signature book as opposed to a blue label.
Sure. I remember in the past, there might have been a red label or?
Yes, it was red, but we switched it over. People weren't digging it and they didn't get it. And red means stop to a lot of people.
Right. So one thing that sets CBCS apart is the grader's notes and the fact that they're free. Tell me all about that. How did you get there and how's it working out for you?
Grader's notes are meant to be passed along from grader to grader. So in other words, the pre-grader will count the pages and list some defects. Then the second grader will check those defects, see if he has to add to it or take out or anything. And then it gets to the finalizer. They make sure that the notes are correct. But then it turned into people wanted to know how the book was graded. At my competition, I started to give people the notes for free. Now they charge for it quite a bit. But I always felt it was kind of silly. Somebody wanted to know the grade of the book and how we got to it. And we have those notes. Why shouldn't they have it? I mean, if I brought my car or you brought your car into a mechanic and he says, okay, give me $600, I fixed it. And we said, what did you do? And he says, well, give me $50 more and I'll tell you. There's just something not right about that to me. So the free grader's notes are important. We also put a QR code on the back of the label. So if you're at a convention and you look at the book and you want to know why it was graded the way it was graded, you could just put your phone up to it, use a QR reader, and boom, the grader's notes pop up for you.
That's fantastic.
And at no cost to you whatsoever.
It's extremely helpful. You mentioned wanting to chat a little bit about the Hero Initiative.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's something really near and dear to my heart. It's a great charity. It gives back to everybody who helped give us all this great comic books and great reading and great enjoyment. And now they're broke or they're in trouble medically or what other problems they could be having, like their house could be wiped out by a tornado. And then we spend the money helping all the creators that came before us.
That's awesome.
And it's a great thing. You can go to the website, heroinitiative.org. I mean, you can even donate $1. If everybody in our hobby donated $1, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Well, hey, I'd love to donate some things from my personal collection for the initiative. Do you guys do auctions?
Yeah, we do. And anybody can donate. You could even just put something up on eBay or anywhere and say this is for the Hero Initiative and then give the money to the Hero Initiative. And you could buy swag. I mean, there's the Overstreet price guide, the Hero Initiative version. You could buy that through there. And they have lots of cool stuff.
Hey, I love my Overstreets. I get them every year.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've been a fan of Overstreet since I was a little kid. Being friends with Bob Overstreet now is just like a dream come true. I'm in fanboy heaven. And he's the nicest guy, and he works so hard on that guide.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I was one of those that would open it up, and I just couldn't wait to actually see all the advertisements, like see who's.
Yep. And the market reports and everything. Bob did such a great thing. I mean, you think about the first price guide and put it out. People were calling it the overpriced street guide. He got a lot of hell for it at the beginning, but look what he turned it into, you know, something that everybody used for years. I mean, every time you turned around before there was internet price guides, every time you turned around at a convention, you heard, you have a guide? You have a guide? You have a guide?
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
And you always had to write your name big on the guide so it wouldn't get stolen.
Yeah, because everybody's kind of look the same.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we get lots of art from artists and, you know, who want to help. We get a lot of comic books from dealers and stuff like that who want to help out. It's really been fantastic. You know, our community is really, really good. For the most part, the people that I meet are fantastic and they're real hobbyists. They love everything. They love reading. They love collecting. And my life in this hobby has been a joy. I've been very blessed, and the friends that I've made, I've had some of them for 35 years.
Well, and the hobby's been lucky to have you. You've done a lot of amazing work all the way to this.
Thank you.
Before we wrap up, is there anything else that you'd like to chat through or let customers know or
Sure. I mean, we have things that people don't know about, like we'll mention the verified signature program, right? But people also don't know that we have a frequent flyer points program. So you get points for every submission you send in. That adds up and you get free grading later.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We have Matt Edwards, my signature director, and he's been setting up lots of signature opportunities for people to send in their books, and we send the books to the artist or the creator, get them back, certify them, and send them back out. And it's been working really well. So you could check our, go to cbcscomics.com and you can check the signature page and see who's signing, who's coming up, and who's been in the past as well.
That's excellent. I was overjoyed with when you guys released your population, and then the same exact day, my email and Instagram and I blew up. Like, is GoCollect going to have this? I'm very curious. Will you guys be able to do some integrations?
Yes, I think that we're going to be doing integrations with certain people. I really like GoCollect and really want to help. I think GoCollect can help CBCS. So I think two great companies will work well together.
It'll be a smash hit. I'm looking forward to where the hobby advances from here. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. It was fantastic talking with you. I look forward to next steps, seeing everything that you guys have coming out.
Thank you very much for having me. Felt very honored to be on.
For everyone else that's out there, cbcscomics.com. Go learn all that you can. This company's doing a lot of amazing things, and I appreciate you watching.